All right, hey guys, today what we're going to focus on is how to strengthen your glutes, how to strengthen your low back, and how to help with your knees. So we're going to talk a lot about hip and glute strength and flexibility. It's going to help with all those areas, low back, butt, knees. It's going to help you in all those. So there's a few things we start with. Number one is strengthening. How do we strengthen? What you do is it's a hip bridge. So you're laying flat on your back, both feet on the floor, and you extend up and hold. That's one set. Up and hold, that's two. Up and hold, that's three. So you're doing three each one of those is a repetition. You do 3 sets of 10. Okay, 3 sets of 10. The next one is a bridge, but it's single leg. So you put one leg in the air, up and hold, come down. Up and hold, come down. Again, 3 sets of 10. Other leg, up and hold, come down. Up and hold, come down. Again, 3 sets of 10. So that's going to start to build the strength in your glutes, which tend to get weak from a lot of sitting. The next thing we want to do is get flexibility into our hip. So now what we're going to do is get down on all fours, and what you're going to do is you're going to take this knee, bring it up and around and back. So you're doing a 360-degree motion, up, around, and back. Do 10 of those, and then flip to the other side, up, around, and back. 10 sets of those. So you do 10 of the 360, and then we're going to do the fire hydrant. Same position. We're just going to go up to the side as high as we can, just like a dog in a fire hydrant. Up is 1, there's 2. Do 10 of those, then go to the other side. Same thing. Now we're flipping to the other side. We're up and hold, and then come down. Up and hold, and come down. So 10 of the 360s, 10 of the fire hydrant, and then the last one you're doing for hip mobility is same thing, all 4 positions, and then you're just going to stick your leg up as high as you can backwards. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Do 10 of those, switch legs. 1, 2, 3, do all 10, and then you switch legs. Now we're going to transition to more flexibility. Those are range of motion. We do strengthen, range of motion. Now we're going to focus on flexibility. So one of the things that we do is you can get a bench or a love seat or a table, and you take your leg, put it on the bench. You want to have your leg bent at about 30 degrees, 45 at the most, and you're up like this, and now you're just leaning forward. You're getting your abdomen and your waistband to go towards your leg, and you just lean in. And you'll feel that stretch right on this side of your glute and on that glute medius. And what you want to do here with this stretch is hold for 2 minutes, okay? If you have to work up to that, work up to it, but you want to get to the point where you can hold it for 2 minutes. Then we switch legs, other side, get up here, and then you try and just lean forward, getting your abdomen and your belt buckle as close as you can to your legs. Get a good stretch in there. You'll feel it really come along the side of your hip and your glute. If anyone has SI discomfort or they have shooting pain down their leg, this one really can help relieve some of that. So again, you're holding. You want to build up to a 2-minute hold. All right. Now from there, the next thing we're doing is a stretch, but it's also a range of motion. And so what you want to do is imagine you have a rope or a band that's about your waist height. So hurdlers will raise their hurdle, and they'll do this. And what you're doing here is you're standing feet square, and then you're going to squat down, get real low, rotate over, and then come up and twist. And this is going to stretch your hips, and then you come up. Same thing. Squat down, real low, turn, come up, twist, and then hold here for just a second. It's really going to stretch this hip flexor right here. So you want to do 10 of those. So you're coming down and you're going 1, and then you come up, and then you come down, and 2, and come up, and you do 10 of those. And then the last thing we're going to do is continue to help with those hip flexors, that psoas muscle, to loosen it up, is we're going to do a hip flexor stretch. And a lot of you have seen a version of this, but there's a wrinkle that's really important. So what you're going to do is you're going to get down. If I'm stretching my left hip flexor, I have my left knee down, my right knee forward, and I'm leaning forward, and that begins this stretch. That's really, really helpful. So that's important, but a lot of times we start to get tired and we start to bend in, we start to lean towards the knee, and this muscle contracts, and we're not stretching it very well. So the wrinkle is this. When you're stretching here, you lean forward, grab a pole or a broomstick or a piece of a wall or a hook, and you want to take the same arm as your leg you're stretching and reach over and hold. And that's really going to stretch this hip flexor out, and you just hold right here. Again, you want to work up to about 2 minutes in this position. If you start at 15 seconds or 30 seconds, that's okay, but build up to where you can hold this for about 2 minutes. And then when you get done with that, we're going to switch sides. You get your other knee down, leg up, lean forward. We're getting a good stretch. And then now we bring the same arm, right knees down, right arm over. We stretch and we hold. And again, build up for about 2 minutes. And what that's going to do, it's going to give you a lot of strength and flexibility in your hips. This is a game changer for movement, mobility, and athleticism. So if you get in a rhythm of doing this, this can make a big difference. All right, thanks.